"Mommy, why are you so tired?" Little Emily's question pierced through Sarah's fatigue. It was a fatigue that had settled into her bones, a weariness that no amount of sleep could cure. Sarah, a vibrant young woman, who once juggled work and family with boundless energy, found herself struggling to get through the day. Simple tasks like climbing the stairs or carrying groceries left her breathless and drained. At first, she dismissed it as stress, but the persistent fatigue, coupled with unexplained aches and pains, sent her to the doctor. The doctor's initial tests offered no clear answers, leaving Sarah feeling both frustrated and frightened. The uncertainty gnawed at her. Was it all in her head? Was she imagining the pain that seemed to dance across her body, the stiffness that gripped her joints each morning? Weeks turned into months, the symptoms waxing and waning like a cruel tide. Finally, after a battery of tests and specialist visits, a diagnosis emerged: rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune disease. The diagnosis brought a strange mix of relief and fear. Relief because the mystery had a name, a tangible enemy to fight. Fear because that enemy resided within her own body, its weapons turned against her own cells. As Sarah grappled with the implications of a lifelong battle, she found solace in online support groups, connecting with others who understood her struggle. Their stories, filled with both challenges and triumphs, became a lifeline, reminding her that she was not alone. Sarah's story is not unique. It's a story echoed in the lives of millions worldwide who live with autoimmune diseases, their bodies waging war against themselves. These diseases, often invisible to the naked eye, cast long shadows on the lives they touch, impacting not just physical health, but also emotional well-being, relationships, and careers. Understanding autoimmune diseases is crucial, not just for those who live with them, but for everyone, as it fosters empathy, awareness, and ultimately, hope for a future where these conditions are better understood and treated. Imagine a fortress, its walls guarding against invaders. This is your immune system, a complex network of cells and proteins designed to protect you from harmful pathogens like bacteria, viruses, and parasites. The immune system is a vigilant defender, constantly patrolling, identifying, and neutralizing threats to keep you healthy.
But what happens when this defense system malfunctions, mistaking friend for foe? This is the essence of autoimmune disease. In autoimmune diseases, the immune system loses its ability to distinguish between your body's own cells and foreign invaders. It's like the fortress guards suddenly turning against the very citizens they are sworn to protect. The immune system, instead of attacking external threats, launches an assault on your own tissues and organs. This friendly fire leads to inflammation, pain, and damage to various parts of the body, depending on the specific autoimmune disease.
The statistics are staggering. According to the National Institutes of Health, autoimmune diseases affect an estimated 23.5 million Americans, and that number is on the rise. These diseases affect people of all ages, genders, and ethnicities, but they are more common in women. Scientists believe that a combination of genetic predisposition and environmental factors triggers autoimmunity, but the exact causes remain elusive for many of these diseases. Understanding the science behind autoimmunity is crucial to developing effective treatments and ultimately finding a cure. Researchers are working tirelessly to unravel the complexities of the immune system, searching for the triggers that set these diseases in motion. While there is still much to learn, each new discovery brings us closer to a future where autoimmune diseases are no longer a source of suffering, but a challenge that can be effectively managed or even prevented. Diagnosing autoimmune diseases can be like navigating a labyrinth, with twists and turns that often lead to dead ends. The symptoms are often vague and mimic other conditions, making it difficult to pinpoint the root cause. Fatigue, joint pain, muscle aches, skin rashes, digestive issues. These common complaints can be attributed to a myriad of factors, making it challenging for doctors to connect the dots and arrive at an accurate diagnosis.
It felt like I was constantly going from one doctor to another, recalls Maria, who battled undiagnosed lupus for years. Each doctor focused on a different symptom, but no one seemed to see the whole picture.
Maria's experience is not uncommon. Many patients with autoimmune diseases endure a long and frustrating diagnostic odyssey, bouncing from specialist to specialist, undergoing countless tests, and receiving conflicting opinions. This diagnostic delay can have significant consequences. Early diagnosis and treatment are crucial for managing autoimmune diseases and preventing long-term complications. The longer the immune system continues its assault on the body, the more damage it can inflict. This underscores the importance of raising awareness among healthcare professionals about the diverse manifestations of autoimmune diseases, equipping them with the knowledge and tools to make timely and accurate diagnoses. For patients, advocating for themselves is paramount. Keeping a detailed symptom journal, researching their family history for any autoimmune conditions, and seeking second opinions from specialists can help navigate the diagnostic maze. Empowering patients with information and encouraging open communication with their healthcare providers can pave the way for earlier diagnoses, more effective treatment plans, and ultimately, a better quality of life. Living with an autoimmune disease is like carrying an invisible enemy within. It's a constant companion, lurking in the shadows, capable of flaring up at any moment and disrupting even the most carefully laid plans. The unpredictable nature of these diseases adds another layer of complexity to daily life, making it difficult to plan for the future or even get through a day without encountering obstacles.
I never know what each day will bring, shares David, who lives with Crohn's disease, an autoimmune condition that affects the digestive system. Some days I feel almost normal, while others are a struggle just to get out of bed.
This unpredictability can take a toll on every aspect of life, from work and relationships to social activities and hobbies. The invisible nature of these diseases often leads to misunderstandings and judgments from others. Friends and family may struggle to comprehend the invisible pain and fatigue, attributing it to laziness or a lack of willpower. This lack of understanding can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, compounding the challenges faced by those living with autoimmune conditions. Despite the challenges, many individuals with autoimmune diseases find ways to adapt and thrive. They learn to listen to their bodies, recognizing the early warning signs of a flare-up and adjusting their activities accordingly. They develop coping mechanisms to manage pain and fatigue, incorporating strategies like gentle exercise, stress reduction techniques, and dietary modifications into their daily routines. And perhaps most importantly, they find strength and support in connecting with others who understand their journey, sharing experiences, and offering encouragement along the way. Beyond the physical, the emotional toll. While the physical symptoms of autoimmune diseases are often the most visible, the emotional and mental health impacts are equally profound. Living with chronic pain, fatigue, and the uncertainty of unpredictable flare-ups can take a toll on even the most resilient individuals. The constant battle against one's own body can lead to feelings of frustration, helplessness, and even anger.
It's like being trapped in a body that's constantly betraying you.
These feelings are understandable and should not be dismissed or minimized. The emotional toll of autoimmune diseases can manifest in various ways, including anxiety, depression, mood swings, and social withdrawal. The chronic stress of managing a chronic illness can also contribute to sleep disturbances, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating, further impacting daily life. It's crucial for individuals with autoimmune diseases to recognize that their emotional health is just as important as their physical health. Seeking support from mental health professionals who specialize in chronic illness can provide invaluable coping strategies and tools to navigate the emotional roller coaster of living with an autoimmune disease. Support groups and online communities can also offer a sense of connection and validation, reminding individuals that they are not alone in their struggles. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, to acknowledge the emotional impact of these conditions, and to prioritize self-care as an integral part of managing autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases don't just affect the individual, they ripple outward, impacting relationships with partners, family members, friends, and colleagues. The unpredictable nature of these conditions, the fatigue, the pain, and the emotional toll can strain even the strongest bonds, requiring open communication, empathy, and a willingness to adapt.
It's hard to explain to someone who hasn't experienced it what it's like to live with this constant fatigue. They may see me sitting on the couch and think I'm just being lazy, not realizing that I'm in constant pain and simply don't have the energy to do anything else.
Educating loved ones about the realities of living with an autoimmune disease is crucial. Sharing information about the condition, its symptoms, and its impact on daily life can help bridge the understanding gap and foster empathy. It's also important to communicate needs and limitations clearly, letting loved ones know what kind of support is most helpful. Whether it's practical assistance with daily tasks, a listening ear, or simply understanding when plans need to change. Support groups and online communities can also play a vital role in helping both individuals with autoimmune diseases and their loved ones connect with others who understand their experiences. Sharing stories, advice, and coping strategies can provide a sense of community and reduce feelings of isolation. Remember, navigating the challenges of autoimmune diseases is a team effort, and building a strong support system is essential for both physical and emotional well-being.
This intricate network comprises various cells and proteins, each with a specific role in identifying and neutralizing threats. At the heart of this defense system are white blood cells, also known as leukocytes. To truly grasp the complexities of autoimmune diseases, it's helpful to understand the intricate workings of the immune system. Picture a highly sophisticated defense force, constantly on alert, patrolling the body for signs of danger. T cells, often referred to as the generals of the immune system, are responsible for directly attacking infected cells and coordinating the immune response. B cells, on the other hand, act as the weapons factories, producing antibodies, specialized proteins that bind to specific antigens on pathogens, marking them for destruction. These specialized cells are like the soldiers of the immune system, trained to recognize and destroy foreign invaders. Among the different types of leukocytes, T cells and B cells play a crucial role in adaptive immunity, the body's ability to remember and mount targeted attacks against specific pathogens.
In a healthy immune system, T cells and B cells undergo rigorous training to distinguish between the body's own cells and foreign invaders. This process, known as self-tolerance, ensures that the immune system doesn't mistakenly attack the body's own tissues. However, in autoimmune diseases, this self-tolerance mechanism breaks down, leading to the production of autoantibodies, antibodies that mistakenly target the body's own cells and tissues. Diagnosing autoimmune diseases can be a complex and often lengthy process. As we've seen, the symptoms can be varied, mimicking other conditions and making it difficult to pinpoint the root cause.
There is no single test to diagnose most autoimmune diseases, so doctors rely on a combination of medical history, physical examination, and laboratory tests to arrive at a diagnosis. Blood tests play a crucial role in detecting the presence of autoantibodies, the telltale sign of an autoimmune response.
Elevated levels of certain inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein and erythrocyte sedimentation rate, can also indicate an overactive immune system. Imaging tests, such as X-rays, MRI scans, and ultrasounds, may be used to assess the extent of inflammation and damage to affected organs.
Treatment for autoimmune diseases typically focuses on managing symptoms, suppressing the overactive immune response, and preventing further damage to organs and tissues. Medications commonly used include non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, corticosteroids, disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, and biologics.
In addition to medication, lifestyle modifications can play a significant role in managing autoimmune diseases. Eating a healthy diet, getting regular exercise, managing stress, and getting enough sleep can all help regulate the immune system and improve overall well-being. It's important to remember that treatment plans are individualized, and what works for one person may not work for another. Working closely with a healthcare team to develop a comprehensive treatment plan that addresses individual needs and goals is essential for effectively managing autoimmune diseases. Living with an autoimmune disease can be isolating, but it's crucial to remember that you are not alone. Millions of people worldwide share similar experiences, facing daily challenges with resilience and determination.
Connecting with others who understand the ups and downs of living with an autoimmune condition can provide invaluable support, encouragement, and a sense of community. Support groups, both in person and online, offer a safe and welcoming space to share stories, exchange coping strategies, and find solace in knowing that others truly understand the invisible struggles of living with an autoimmune disease.
These groups can provide a wealth of information, from practical tips on managing symptoms to emotional support during challenging times. Online communities, particularly those on social media platforms, have become increasingly important for connecting people with autoimmune diseases across geographical boundaries.
These virtual spaces offer a platform to share experiences, ask questions, and find support from a global community of individuals facing similar challenges. Sharing your story can be empowering, not just for yourself, but for others who may be struggling in silence. By speaking openly about your experiences, you help raise awareness about autoimmune diseases, challenge misconceptions, and foster a sense of hope and solidarity within the community. Remember, your voice matters, and by sharing your journey, you can make a difference in the lives of others. Autoimmune diseases, while often invisible, cast a long shadow on the lives of millions. Raising awareness about these conditions is crucial for improving early diagnosis, fostering understanding and empathy, and driving research towards better treatments and ultimately, a cure.
We can all play a role in shining a light on autoimmune diseases and advocating for those who live with them. Start by educating yourself and others about the diverse range of autoimmune diseases, their symptoms, and their impact on individuals, families, and communities.
Share accurate information from reputable sources, such as the National Institutes of Health, the American Autoimmune-Related Diseases Association, and other trusted organizations. Support organizations dedicated to advancing research, raising awareness, and providing support to those affected by autoimmune diseases. Consider donating to organizations like the AIH, the Lupus Foundation of America, the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, and others working tirelessly to improve the lives of individuals living with these conditions.
Engage in conversations about autoimmune diseases, both online and offline. Share your story if you or someone you love is affected by these conditions. Challenge misconceptions and stereotypes and advocate for greater understanding and support for those living with invisible illnesses.
By working together, raising our voices, and supporting research efforts, we can create a future where autoimmune diseases are no longer a source of suffering, but a challenge that can be effectively managed, treated, and ultimately prevented.